Okay, so some of you have come back. You've survived the line in the bookstore. Were there a lot of people? Yes. That's healthy. That's good. It means that enrollment is good. I'd like to recommend a couple of things about your book. There are 4 classes using this book, which means that if there are 4 times 30, there must be 130 books like this on campus. So I recommend that you put your name on your book. I like to put my name this way because, you know, sometimes you have a whole stack of books and you can't see it except for on the edge, and then you know where your book is. Because sometimes in my class, you might move around, and I might ask you to stand up and move around with a different partner, and your book might be over there, and you want to be able to identify which book is mine. It looks like that, and that looks like that, but this one is mine. I also covered my book. I don't know if any of you like to do that, but I got this plastic, you know, book cover stuff so that get handprints on it. I also put my email address and my phone on here because I'm a believer that if you label your stuff, you have a chance of getting it back. But if you don't label your stuff, then it's easier for people to, even if they're good-hearted people, they won't know who you are, where the book you know, who the book belongs to. But if they see a name and a telephone number, they might try to return it to you. Do you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens. I tell you the story about my water bottle. I took my water bottle to New Orleans in Louisiana on vacation last year. And it was very hot, so I was carrying around my bottle. And then we stopped in a restaurant for lunch, and I left my bottle at the restaurant. And then after lunch, I walked out and did some more sightseeing, and then I got a call from a stranger. We have your water bottle. And I thought, oh, perfect. So I went back to the restaurant and I was able to get it. So that was a nice time. I've also lost other things and not found them back. So it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but at least there's a chance. So anything that you plan to let go out of your hands, it's a good idea if you put your name on it. Even your CDs, not only on the CD jacket, but you might also want to put your name on the disc itself. Why? Because I have students every semester who ask me, did you see my CD? Did you see my book? Well, I always ask, did you have your name on it? Because I have a lot of students with a book or a CD that look just like that. So it's a good idea for you to do that because you may be using your own, but you may be using the school equipment, and you'll put your CD in the computer somewhere, and then you'll run off to your class, and then you'll think, I forgot something, and it might not be right away. It might be the next day or the next week when you're supposed to have done your homework, and you think, oh, how can I listen to my homework? I left the disc someplace. So it's a good idea for you to put your name on things like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the book and just find out the organization of the book. Can you find the table of contents? Find the contents. Where? Find the contents. Open your book to the contents. Okay, looks like this, the contents. All right. Now remember, if you don't have a book of your own, can you possibly sit with somebody who has a book? Anybody. If you have a book, invite somebody to sit next to you. If you don't have a book, don't be shy and ask somebody, may I sit with you? So you can look. Okay, you have your book? All right. How many chapters are there in this book?
6.
How do you know there are 6? Well, you see chapters 1 through 3 on this page, and when you turn the page, you'll see chapters 4 through 6. Good. Okay. What is the title of chapter 1? The Power of Music. What's chapter 2? Nutrition and Human Health. Chapter 3? Themes of Geography. Chapter 4? Are you getting the sleep you need? Chapter 5. Laughter is the best medicine. And chapter 6?
A business
Google. A business dream come true. Okay, so every chapter has a different title. Now, can you find something similar in all chapters? What's similar in all 6 chapters?
Chapter 2 and chapter 5.
Chapter 2 and chapter 5, okay? Try to find something else that maybe I should say is the same in every chapter. Look at something else on the page of the contents that is the same in every chapter. Can you see anything that's the same? Can you see something that's the same in every chapter?
Yeah.
What do you see? Okay, let me ask you a different question. In each chapter, how many parts
3 parts.
are there? There are 3 parts, okay. Are these 3 parts the same or different in each chapter?
No.
They have the same title, right? Okay, so what is the title of part 1? Effective academic listening. Okay, and in part 2 of every chapter, it's called effective academic speaking. And in the 3rd part, it's called assessing your listening and speaking skills. Right. So each one has a part like that. And of course the activities are different. Some books have exercise 1, exercise 2, exercise 3. Some books have practice 1, practice 2, practice 3. This book has activity 1, activity 2, activity 3. Okay? So this book uses chapters. Some books use units. It's the same thing. Right? So this is called chapters, and then we have 3 parts, and under each of the parts we have a different number of activities or exercises. Now, another thing that I heard you mention, that they all have something called academic focus. All right? So if we go back to Power of Music, you'll see that the academic focus is on humanities and music. So if we think of a college curriculum as including some areas of humanities like literature, art, foreign languages, music, and we have science like biology. What else? Help me. What other things are science? Chemistry, okay. Math, okay, those would be sciences. We also have social sciences. What are social sciences? Sociology, psychology, history, because social means between people in society, right? Yeah, government. All right, good. So these are broad areas of curriculum. So this broad area of humanities, inside of that or under it is one category called music. Okay, so music is not in the science part, but music is in the humanities part. So in this chapter, it's called The Power of Music is the title, and it addresses the academic field, humanities, music. And the second chapter, the academic focus of nutrition and human health, is science. Science. And in science, one of the sciences is nutrition, nutritional science. Now, at Mission College, we have music classes. We also have nutrition classes. And so learning these topics, learning to hear, pronounce, talk about, understand something about nutrition, something about music, will help you in your general education courses, in your GE classes. The third topic is themes of geography, and the academic focus is social science, in particular geography. So geography, it's social science because it talks about the people who live in different places in the world, different cultures, different languages, different lands. Okay, and chapter 4, are you getting the sleep you need? The academic focus is on science and especially human biology. You know, biology can be the study of plants, animals, even microorganisms that you have to look at in a microscope, and human biology. So that is a different aspect, different kinds of biology. And it has two sciences. One is human biology, the other one is psychology. And in chapter 5, laughter is the best medicine. We can see the academic focus on both science and social science, including psychology, sociology, and medicine. And the final one, Google, a business dream come true, the academic focus is on general business, specifically on the relationship between business and technology. Do those sound interesting topics to you? Okay, good. Now, every chapter begins with some objectives. And let's take a